What is an EC motor and how is it better than what I have? So this is a frequently asked question that we get asked often. So I thought I'd do just a quick tutorial video about what an EC motor is and how it benefits you. So let's start with the very boring technical answer. EC motors are electronically commutated or electronically controlled. Motors are the next generation of electric motors. They have permanent magnets on the rotor and use electronics to regulate the voltage and current applied to the motor. The permanent magnets create the rotor field, and a series of coils controlled by an electronic controller create the stator field. EC motors are essentially brushless DC motors with a power control board built into them. EC motors don't have any brushes, so they don't produce spark and have a longer lifetime compared to what brushed DC motors do. Because EC motors use electronics to control the stator, they don't waste any power inducing the rotor field. They have superior energy efficiency and speed controllability and run cooler than induction motors. So what? I can hear you saying that. What does it mean for you? So let's get practical and discuss some of the benefits to you. You have greater fan speed control. The EC motor offers the ability to set fan speed according to the temperature and humidity in your barn. With as many as 1,200 speed settings between 10% and 100% power, we can match the fan speed to maintain the cow's core body temperature. A traditional AC motor fitted with an external variable frequency drive offers only a few speed settings. Think about the fan in your bedroom with 0, 1, 2, or 3 speeds to choose from. Now imagine one with the infinite ability to adjust its speed to match your temperature, the temperature in your room. How much more comfortable would you be? That's what we're doing for your cows in your barn. Variable speed without using an external variable frequency drive. External variable frequency drives can lead to stray voltage, which is no laughing matter. It can cost farmers significant amounts of money and unimaginable heartache. The cost of stray voltage is much more than financial. An EC motor's speed control is built into the electronic commutation electronics. A 0 to 10 volt signal wire sends information to each EC motor adjusting the fan speed to match the temperature and humidity, giving you the ability to control the environment, maintain your cow's core body temperature, and keep your cows consistently cool without any risk of stray voltage. Energy efficiency, power. It's on almost everyone's mind these days. It's so expensive, and often getting enough to the farm seems almost impossible. Either you don't have enough of it, or it costs the sun, the moon, and the stars. The EC motor is very efficient. Fans with AC motors that generate similar air speeds will consume anywhere from 5 to 12 amps of power each, while the EC motor will consume just 3 amps of power at 100%, saving you a significant amount of money on your power bill. One customer said to me, when you melt your fuse panel and still need more cooling, you need to start thinking about what's using power on your farm. We took out 48 52-inch panel fans that were consuming 5 amps of power each and replaced them with 36 25-inch EC units that consume 3 amps of power. We have higher airspeed, better air quality, and healthier cows while using a fraction of the power. Variable speed set to the temperature and humidity index in your barn. Single speed fans are either on or off. The fan offers either too much airspeed or none in the spring and the fall of the year because it's off. Some farmers choose to run half of the fans. Others choose to fit single phase fans with external variable frequency drives. Those choices either mean more money, more manpower, or less longevity on your motors. The EC motor offers a variable speed set according to the temperature and the humidity in your barn. Cows are provided with exact air speeds needed to maintain core body temperature. taking temperature swings out of the equation improves cattle health and comfort. Better yet, this happens automatically, meaning no man hours are needed and human error is taken out of the equation. So you can get out and enjoy your kids' sporting events or take your wife out to dinner or whatever is important to you, and you don't need to worry about your cows and whether or not they're comfortable. Low maintenance, no belts, no bearings. The EC motor is direct drive. There are no belts to tighten or replace, and the bearings are self-lubricating, so there are no bearings to grease. Maintenance is kept to a minimum and no downtime because of broken or stretched belts or squealy, need to be greased bearings. You and your workforce can get on with the 100 other jobs on your chore list. Standby mode for winter operation. In standby mode, the motor keeps turning the fans at 8%. So it's always in motion, gently stirring the air, driving away humidity and condensation out of the barn and keeping the air fresh. At 8% power, it's consuming about the same amount of electricity as a 70-watt light bulb, so almost negligible amount of power. It also is working to keep the motor lubricated. It protects the motor from high and low temperatures in your barn. It keeps the internals of the motor dry, and it's increasing the motor's longevity. The added benefit is that birds can't nest in the fan housing. It's hard enough keeping those pesky birds out of the barn without giving them a cozy place to nest. Noise. Oh, do you need earplugs to walk through your barn in July? Squealing bearings and thumping belts create deafening noise. The EC motor has no belts or bearings, so it runs very quietly. Imagine being able to stand in the barn and have a conversation with your nutritionist or your vet. I had a customer tell me that he used to dread milking in the summer because it sounded like a Boeing 747 was landing in the barn. Now it's so much better, much quieter and peaceful, and milking is an enjoyable time again. Minimal startup and power draw. The EC motor is a magnetic drive with soft start, meaning they don't pull or draw as much power as an AC motor. Most farms with belt drive systems need to orchestrate how their systems start up, so they don't overload the power supply. Belt drive startup draws a lot of power, causing nuisance breaker trips that can create annoying and costly issues. Consistent performance, even abroad. Not completely dependent on voltage and frequency, small changes in voltage do not impact motor output. Plus 50 or 60 hertz can be used with no impact on performance. So regardless of what voltage or frequency is coming out of your power lines or what country that power line is in, the motor will always perform the same. Dirty power supply. The EC motor has built-in protection. If your farm is subject to power surges or pulsing, the motor can filter the power going in to prevent damage to the motor. The EC motor in the core cool units can handle power fluctuations between 40 Hertz and 75 Hertz, and between 340 volts and 580 volts. It has a protection feature that will cause the motor to shut down and go into protection mode in the event of these surges or pulses. Farms that suffer from the issue know how costly dirty power can be. For them, this feature will prove invaluable. In conclusion, the AC/DC is a really great band, but not necessarily the best choice available as a motor in your fan. Not all motors are created equal. Find a cooling system for your animals that has a motor that suits your needs. If you want a motor that offers variable speed, set to temperature and humidity, low maintenance, energy savings, and much more, consider the Core Cool system powered by an EC motor. Thank you so much for your time today. If you have any questions, you can visit corecoolsystems.com or contact me, Nancy, at corecoolsystems.com. Have a fantastic day and stay cool.